In 2006, Human Rights Watch reports over 10,000 Eritrean refugees in Ethiopia alone, with 200 to 300 arriving monthly. In May of 2007, Eritrea's high priest of the Orthodox faith, Abune Antonios, is seized from his residence and taken to an undisclosed location for his resistance against government influence on the Eritrean Orthodox faith and open statements against the PFDJ government. He remains detained to this day, and there have been reports that he is not receiving proper medical attention. In December of 2009, the United Nations imposes sanctions including an arms embargo, a travel ban on some Eritrean leaders, and an asset freeze on some high officials for accusations of supporting al-Shabaab and refusing to withdraw from Djibouti land. In 2011, justice-seeking Eritreans demand that the UN extend sanctions against Isaias Afwerki at a protest outside of a New York venue where Isaias is in attendance. By 2012, numerous reports of human trafficking and organ trade of Eritrean refugees in the Sinai Peninsula surface, and families of victims are extorted by human traffickers at peak rates during this time. On December 8th of 2012, Siham Ali Abdu was arrested while trying to cross the border into Sudan. It is widely understood that Siham was taken prisoner due to her father's defection from the Eritrean government. Although Siham is an American-born U.S. citizen, Eritrea does not recognize this fact and has not provided the U.S. or her family with any updates on her well-being to this day. Widespread campaigns have been launched by countless Eritreans in the diaspora to raise awareness about Siham. On January 21st of 2013, roughly 100 soldiers led by Colonel Saleh Osman took control of Forto, the government-owned headquarters for Eri TV, and attempted to broadcast a statement of demands that included the release of all political prisoners and the implementation of the Constitution ratified in 1997. However, the mission was foiled, and Colonel Saleh and some of his men were killed in the process. On October 3rd of 2013, a boat carrying hundreds of Eritrean refugees capsized in the seas of Lampedusa, and over 360 Eritreans died attempting to flee the PFDJ regime. These deaths went unrecognized by the government-controlled Eri TV. However, the Lampedusa tragedy sparked overwhelming international protests by Eritrean justice seekers. In September of 2014, roughly 13 people were shot and killed on the Eritrean border as they attempted to flee PFDJ. 3 of those 13 were sisters, Adiam, age 18, Rita, age 16, and Hosanna, age 13. Their parents were former EPLF freedom fighters. In March of 2015, Eritrean soldiers were demolishing homes in the town of Degiga, as ordered by the PFDJ government. However, they were met with resistance from local high school students armed with rocks. According to various sources, at least 2 civilians were killed in the process. It is well understood that around this time, it was common practice for the PFDJ government to demolish homes they felt were illegally built in towns all over Eritrea. By 2016, a UN Commission of Inquiry on Human Rights in Eritrea produced an extensive report with over 830 Eritreans interviewed. This detailed gross human rights abuses ranging from indefinite military service, widespread rape and abuse of women in the military, the fact that there is no rule of law, judicial system, or constitution.
According to the COIE investigation, it is evident that crimes against humanity have been committed upon the Eritrean people, and the responsible perpetrators of these crimes are the only ruling political entity in the state of Eritrea, the People's Front for Democracy and Justice. PFDJ Higdef is responsible, led by the unelected Isaias Afwerki.
The COIE report was championed by Eritreans seeking freedom, prosperity, and a new way. Eritrean justice seekers all around the world protested in record numbers in support of the COIE and called for Isaias Afwerki to be charged by the International Criminal Court. But ultimately, the COIE momentum lost steam as supporters of the PFDJ government claimed that interviews of over 800 Eritreans were cherry-picked and it was impossible to prove whether they were actually Eritrean citizens. In 2017, Haj Musa, a 93-year-old man, was arrested for publicly denouncing government interference into a community school paid for by the local Akria community.
مش حصلنا به سامع نقدر تقطعنا كم جاي منه إحنا ما مركنا منه سلجي هنا تسقعنا دفعنا نقدر عن طول بالك. الله أكبر. لو كل تشابهنا من مطاع الله أسلامين بكنائن دينين جستم كمان سبنا. الله أكبر. هذا نقدر نشكر بالواسطة نزلنا. نقدر نشوف. أكيد العقيدة ناتون زي كنافلم زي السرن زي موتين اللي نرتبوا تولي بتراعي بس ما يطلعون. مدرسة هذه كم تشعين ثم تنيتين كمهارو تكتبعتين أنشأنا اللون ولا الدين هذه كمهارو لازم كمهارات ما حمش تشحين شو تشتميسين اللون سلازي كله لها غيبان العسل تشحين صغير سب كتحرم كتحرم مدون جنب ما تجلس مدرسة تجاه تدرس الناس يعني الناس يصحب وتحرم هذا السر حسب من حنتم وحنتم تل سمت جولا والحال إلا أبيات يسلمنا يديننا عقيدنا هنا لكن أطبق نصحى كل علم تسوينا خلنا تظالمنا معنا ولكن المسر وظالمنا حتى نقدر مدرسة سياسة بجرب كمدرسة زينه بمعلم عينت مدرسة سياسة زينه وتواصل يدور واحد تحرين ما حيمانت تقول معسات شاهدنا حيمانت قال حما أخذ كل كان تعطبون الحكا سلازي مرجعت حسن الحكومة من هذا دين زي بكا كانوا سساها رجل سلازي سلام داخل العمر نحن أسلامنا تنعنا زي كتبنا الشريعة الإسلامية وين عم خير الحمد نقول أنا قريب لك الله أكبر.
The people of Akria hit the streets of Asmera in protest, but soldiers shooting warning shots eventually quelled crowds, and many civilians were arrested. Haj Musa ultimately died in prison. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the Pan-African Eritrean YouTube channel, and follow at Pan-African Eritrean on IG as we continue delivering content that aims to decolonize our minds and help us grow in knowledge, understanding, and respect. Peace.